y'all? So I saw Captain America for a Brave New World, and it pains me to do this review, man. It really does. And I'm gonna be negative, and it's gonna be a rant. So if you don't want that negative energy all in your soul, skip this review. It's not for you. I'm gonna be ranting, okay? What I will say is this movie is not a horrible movie, all right? I've seen worse MCU movies. It's not Thor, Love and Thunder. I can see why it's sitting at 50% with critics because it's not a great movie, but it's also not a bad movie. It's just okay. I felt like this director did not have a voice or a fingerprint on this movie at all. I don't think this film knew what it wanted to be. When there was a clear story that could have been made here and they were scared to lean into it. This movie should have been about a black man with his OG trying to figure out how to balance this mantle while dealing with corruption. I was cool with the adamantium plot. I like that. That should have been in the story. The movie should have just been a lower budget film. Toss the Hulk out. This should have been like $140 million spy thriller movie, period. There are directors out there that could have told this story. I think this movie was at its best when Sam, Isiah, and Harrison Ford was on the screen. I like the idea of super soldiers being controlled. I wanted this to be like a Manchurian Candidate type movie, or even better, instead of having Isiah being the one to shoot the president, have somebody else do it, and Isiah and Sam, they out here fighting the other super soldiers, or hell, Skrulls. Bring the Skrulls into this. There's so many things that could have been done with this movie. You can tell this film had about 4 or 5 chefs in the kitchen. It felt uneven and choppy, and at this point in the MCU, man, that's unacceptable. Feige, Nate, Mackie, Spellman, and Julius, y'all dropped the ball, man. Let's start with Mackie. I don't think Anthony Mackie knows how to be a leading man as Sam Wilson. Listen to my words. I don't think he knows how to be a leading man as Sam Wilson. He was fine in The Banker. No problems with that movie. No problems leading that movie. I don't think Anthony Mackie knows who Sam Wilson is. And I also don't think Anthony Mackie has cared to formulate an identity for Sam Wilson. Sam feels like just a guy who's here. It seems like as the character aged, he never really evolved. Winter Soldier was where we really started to flesh him out with the whole therapist ordeal. I honestly, I don't know who Sam Wilson is. And he's been here from the jump. And that's wild. Mackie has had enough autonomy to flesh this character out. He didn't have his hands on the steering wheel at all. It feels like he wasn't in the writer's room with them. It feels like he was given a script, clocked into work, did his job, went back home, and ate a tuna fish sandwich with some chips. Okay, that's what it felt like. I would have liked to see more of his Louisiana culture sprinkled into this move to give his character a soul, a heartbeat, something to fight for. He seemed just like a stiff guy from nowhere. Torres made it very known he was from Miami in a subtle way. He always had the gear on, and now when he's doing press, he has Miami Hurricane clothes on. It's little things like that that make me connect with a character. I feel like Anthony Mackie got outacted by every single person in this movie but the Black Widow because she was just as soulless and stiff as he was. Isiah, Thunderbolt Ross, Torres, Giancarlo, I felt their characters' personalities. I feel like I know who they are. Sam Wilson just feels like wheat bread, no flavor, just crust. Gosh. Thunderbolt Ross, I hated the recast. He should have just been a whole new character. He did not feel like Ross to me at all. He felt like Harrison Ford. I did not like the whole plot line. I honestly would have preferred this to be about the Skrulls. This should have been Secret Invasion Part 2. This could have been Sam and Rhodey's movie, okay? We literally just watch Secret Invasion about Skrulls taking over the government, all right? We did not have to wrap up this Hulk story, bro. The leader felt underdeveloped. I don't remember what the hell happened 20 years ago with him. I think he wasn't fleshed out enough either for the general audience to really understand what was going on. My theater was quiet the whole time, okay? You introduced me to Giancarlo, and then the leader pops up. Bro, give me one villain. I just need one villain. And Giancarlo talking about whoever his character is, Sidewinder or Sidewinder, whatever. Talking about Sidewinder gonna get a Disney Plus spinoff. Bruh, no, you're not. You're not. They lied to you. Okay, it's a wrap for that character. What they should have done is made him the main villain and not some weird 60-year-old henchman. Man, you're supposed to be like the Italian prime minister or somebody. You too smooth to be out in the field fighting over adamantium, my boy. Isiah Bradley probably only had 8 minutes in the whole movie, and he acted his butt off in that little bit of time. I expected nothing less because he probably can closely relate to what his character was going through. Eli Bradley needed to be in this movie. Y'all could have said whatever y'all pay Harrison Ford and just bust that down between Eli and some damn scrolls or something, okay? I seen some people say Torres was aggravating. I freaking love Torres. I can see him, Peter Parker, Kate Bishop, all of them cracking jokes together. He felt like a lead man. They even had him dressed better than Mackie. What the hell is going on? The Black Widow, I don't know if she was written bad or the actress was bad. I rarely say an actor is bad, but she was awful. Yeah, she was awful. That movie is not going to have legs at all because word of mouth is so up and down. Man, if this thing makes $500 million, you got to applaud it. Okay, you got to be happy. Mackie wants to start promoting on the tail end when you should have been promoting last year. Like, this is your character with your face on it. You're an executive producer on this project. Take some pride in this thing, Mackie. The post-credit scene was ridiculous. This was Marvel's chance to really start laying the foundation for the next Avengers movie in a very intentional way. This post-credit scene was so vague that only the people who's been watching Phase 4 and 5 knew what the post-credit scene meant. Y'all could have had Anthony Mackie sitting in his bedroom at home in front of a green screen and he received some kind of email from Dr. Doom or something. I don't know. Something to make him say, yo, I gotta go get the Avengers together. It's something coming. Like, explicitly. We did not need the leader to talk about all these probabilities. We probably won't ever see that man again. Waste of time. Just a waste. I'm disappointed, man. 50% ain't good for me. I enjoyed the Marvels and Quantumania more than this. And I may have only liked Quantumania because of Jonathan Majors. I don't know. I thought those two post-credit scenes was dope. I enjoyed his version of Kang. And the Marvels wasn't even as bad as everybody made it seem. I understood the story. I understood the villain. I usually take my mom and nephews to watch the Marvel films, and week 2, I'm not taking them, man. They can catch this on Disney+. I'm disappointed. Just disappointed. Did y'all like the movie? Leave your comments below. Maybe I can watch it again at like a matinee. Maybe my theater was just trash, and I need to go with a more hype crowd. I don't know.